Greetings everyone. Thanks for joining me today for voting video number 208 in the incredible Mandela Effect voting video series. Today we're covering Toy Story and Woody. I've known about this Mandela Effect for probably about 6 months, but something happened today and prompted me to go ahead and make the video. So I have my son here with me who's experienced the Mandela Effect in the past, but it's been a while since he's experienced anything. So today something happened and we're going to go ahead and discuss that today. I was on the couch and I heard my son say, "To infinity and beyond," which Buzz Lightyear says. And so it prompted me to think, well, I wonder if that's changed. So I went and looked it up. It didn't change, but right next to it, I saw the snake in my boot. And I was thinking, I'm going to ask my son what he remembers, because he used to watch this movie all the time, had the toy. So I was thinking maybe I'll catch him on something and, he'll experience the Mandela Effect. So I played the little clip that was right there, and it was a toy of Woody. And it said, "There's a snake in my boot." And then there's another clip of the actual movie. I went ahead and played that, and I heard, "There's a snake in my boot." And then my son said, "What was that? Did that say boots?" And so then I was thinking, well, I know this was a Mandela Effect, and I think people were saying it changed from boot to boot. I was thinking I was experiencing a flip-flop because I heard boot in the movie. Then I go back and play the movie again, and we both clearly heard boots. So it was really weird, situation there for a second. You want to chime in here, son?
Yeah, when the video was brought up, I heard boots when my dad brought it up, and then he played it again, and then he heard it the second time, but he didn't hear it the first time for some reason. That's what he said, and I thought it was super weird because I always remember boot. So this one definitely affects me for sure.
All right, we're going to show some clips here. So we have this here.
There's a snake in my boots.
So this toy clearly says boots with an S. Now this is the old toy, the 1995 Woody. They came out with another toy so many years later, maybe for Toy Story 2, I'm not clear on the year the toy came out. But you can see the difference in the mouth. The original Woody has a lot of white here. And then the newer one has the teeth separated and not showing so much white. So it's really strange doing the research on this. The old Woody says boots. The original 1995 doll says boots, just like the movie does. But the newer doll says boot. And what I'm thinking is going on here, I'm going to show you this real quick.
Is that you?
No, it's my brother Jim.
Is it really? Yeah. That's so weird, 'cause we were on the internet, somebody said that, and we kind of, oh, that just sounds like a load of old rubbish.
No, that was my brother Jim. They have so many...
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot. There are so many...
Now, I listened to this a bunch of times. It sounds like Tom Hanks, who was the voice of Woody in Toy Story, says boots with an S. But I'm not sure. I'll play it again real quick. But anyway, his brother apparently is the voice of the doll. The toy doll that gets sold, not in the movie. So the newer doll says boot. So I imagine his brother is being affected by the Mandela Effect and is saying boot on the recordings for the new doll. I don't know if his brother Jim is the voice on the older dolls, the original 1995 dolls. I don't know. But just like always, the newer quote, the newer quote. The quote it's always been, which a lot of people don't remember, "There's a snake in my boots," makes no sense. Just like a lot of the changes, life was like a box of chocolates, is to me is a stupid quote. Life is like a box of chocolates. Makes more sense. So here we have Tom Hanks involved in another Mandela Effect, like Apollo 13. Houston, we have a problem, which has always been Houston, we've had a problem, which I never heard till the whole Mandela Effect. And then now this. So let's play that one more time real quick.
So many...
There's a snake in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot. There are so many computer...
What do you hear, son?
It's hard to... I hear boots.
It's hard to make out what Tom says because there's another noise right when at the end of him saying boot. So I don't know. I was It wouldn't surprise me if he said boot, and that's what he remembers. But I don't know. I'd love to talk to Tom Hanks about the whole Mandela effect. Anyway, there's a snake in my boot is the title of this video clip on YouTube. This is the actual clip from the movie. So we'll go ahead and play this here if you haven't heard it.
There's a snake in my boots.
Now, I think that's pretty clear.
There's a snake in my boots. In my boots. In my boots.
Any reactions to this, son?
Yeah, that's not right.
It just sounds foreign, right?
Mhm.
Like it's from, like you're in another land.
Yeah.
It just sounds like craziness. So here's the 1995 movie script. Go ahead and thumb this video up if you recall there's a snake in my boot. And thumb the video down if you recall there's a snake in my boots, which is what it's always been. Toy Story 1995 movie script has Woody voice box as there's a snake in my boots. That's what it's always been. That doesn't match a lot of people's memories. I didn't really originally do this because I'm not sure. I might have seen the movie, but I couldn't tell you one way or the other. But my son used to watch the movie all the time, and he's saying that this just sounds bizarre to him. It just sounds off to him. Sounds weird, like all the Mandela effects are. So here's another one. Here's the newer doll, right? Yeah, the newer doll.
There's a snake in my boot.
And that's Jim Hanks. Voice right there. Tom Hanks' brother. He says there's a snake in my boot. Well, I don't know why they would make the doll saying boot, the newer doll, if it's always been boots. Yeah, it's just, here's the original 95 doll.
There's a snake in his boot. What? Oh.
Snake in my boot.
There's a snake in his boot. Whoa!
Okay. Now this is an original doll and it says boot.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So this is where the confusion came in when I was doing the research. Look at this. This is a 95 doll and it says boot. So I don't know what's going on. It's like these dolls just say whatever they feel at the moment.
Yeah.
There's a snake. Whoa! Whoa!
Snake in my boot.
Whoa!
Snake in my boot.
Whoa!
What are you hearing?
That's the exact same doll
Oh.
that the other one was.
This is a 95 doll. Where's the 90? This is this doll with the big white.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not 100%, but I don't know. Someone can add in.
No,
in
are
the
you
comment
sure?
section.
No, are you sure that there's only 2 dolls ever made?
There's a 20th anniversary doll just came out like a couple years ago.
But there's only been 2 dolls. 2
3, I
versions.
think, that I'm aware of from my research. I mean, I saw this. There's a snake in my boots on Tumblr, but every single post says boot. I mean, that's what people remember. Boot. There's a snake in my boot. It's just as iconic as Luke, I am your father, probably, or life is like a box of chocolates. A lot of people know it. There's a snake in my boot. Well, it's always been there's a snake in my boots. So
There's a snake in my boots.
you see, that's what you get with the Mandela effect. You get wording coming up on videos that doesn't match what's being said. It just said boots, and here is boot. I mean, it shows there's something going on. Now, I got to put this out before we leave. Toy Story 2 has Woody remembering something from Toy Story 1, and listen how he remembers it.
Do. I get it. There's a snake in my boot.
So he references there's a snake in my boot in the second movie. So it's just, everything's just bizarre. So I'll leave you with this. Please vote. Talk to everyone soon. Be more videos to come. I have another one I wanted to do. I'm also organizing my channel. I'm putting all the playlists of all the videos I've done on the Mandela Effect. I think a lot of you will enjoy that. It'll help anyone else doing research in the future. I'll have them all categorized: movies, geography, anatomy, Bible changes, all the different categories. It's taken me a while, but I'm going to have them all organized. So I'll talk to everyone soon. Go create the reality that you want.
Hey, my boot.